The media loves to gaslight you about fandom and saying things were always this way. We were covering this morning about a guy going off on how there were always female space marines. They just got rid of them because of the racist bigots in Warhammer 40K, and that wasn't the case. They always do this sort of thing. And I don't understand what they're trying to accomplish, because it really doesn't work. It just creates more backlash. It makes more people leave the hobby as they get annoyed by this kind of talk. And this is something they've done in comics for a long time as well. Miles Morales is Miles Morales, for anybody watching who wants to get triggered for that. And Sam, the Falcon, is not Captain America. And this is what we're going to cover in the Mary Sue as we look at their ridiculous article today. My name's John Delarose. I've been writing superhero comics for a long time. They're award-winning, and I would like you to check out Flying Sparks if you are a fan of what Marvel and DC Comics used to be. This is on my web store right here. This is Volume 1. I've got 5 full volumes of this story. I was just going over this and being like, wow, I really created a pretty big story here. Each one of these has 66 pages of comic content, not counting all the covers and everything inside and extras. So if you look at the total and you get what's that, 60 times 5, that's 300, and then 330 pages of a storyline. And then I've got my companion volume with extra storyline too, which with side stories of this. We've done a lot and accomplished a lot over the last 3 years, and I really appreciate you guys being here and reading the books, because that's what's making this great, and that's what we're building towards. We're going to be the replacement for these woke corporations that have their media allies like the Mary Sue try to gaslight you. Sam Wilson is Captain America, and it's time for the Twitter trolls to get over it. Oh, this is going to be so cringe, guys. Hold on to your hats. Look at who wrote this. Rachel Leishman. Wow, what an interesting name of a nondescript anything that we definitely cannot judge whatsoever in the writing of the replacement characters here. I mean, I'm sure she's just a totally average, normal person who, we shouldn't notice anything about. Don't notice anything about that name, my friends, or you'll get banned. Here, her is an assistant editor of the Mary Sue, writer professionally, but obsessed with movies. Wow. She takes an interest in nerdy things and has a cat named Benjamin Wyatt the Cat. Oh, how exciting. Well, there you go. She writes for Mary Sue, and you know the drill there. It's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. And here we go. Let's get into this beautiful article. We are now literally years into Anthony Mackie's run as Captain America. Oh, gosh. They did one series on Disney Plus that failed and nobody liked it. We're not literally years into something that's ongoing, and this is a gaslight by itself. The Winter Soldier and Falcon Disney Plus series was really just a race-baiting train wreck. Being like, I am Captain America. I don't care if I'm black, and it was all about that. It was terrible, and gosh, it's very forgettable stuff too. So now they're trying to come out with a new movie shortly, actually starring him as Captain America, replacing the real Captain America, as we know, the one we loved, the one when Marvel actually had good movies out. And it's going to be terrible. And here it is. The same nonsense arrives in reply. Oh, this is going to be stunning and brave. If you look at the tweets by Entertainment Weekly or even news aggregators like Film Updates, the replies are variations of the same racist theme. So now saying that's Falcon or bring back Chris Evans is, quote, racist. You bigots. How dare you like a film and not want the actor replaced? Gosh, if you don't want William Shatner as Captain Kirk replaced by Denzel Washington, you're a racist. Imagine. They do this for everything. It's ridiculous. The most unhinged are those who don't even care if it's Evans but want to see Bucky Barnes instead of Sam, which actually kind of makes more sense if you want to follow the Civil War comics storyline and where it went to. Bucky Barnes then took over the Captain America mantle for a while. When Steve Rogers got shot and killed. And so that would make sense to continue it from the comic standpoint. But that's how it went. Bucky was Captain America's heir, and that is something that was deep-seated within the character for decades. But hey, still, I mean, it's not as good as Chris Evans, and it's sad that, we are losing that generation of movies, which did pretty well. But here we are. They just want a white man to have the Captain America moniker. Well, he is a white character. It's okay to have white characters, Leshman. It really is. And that's the thing that they're saying, you're not allowed to have your white characters, but how dare you write a black character, you cultural appropriator? Only black people can write black characters. These are the same people that say this kind of nonsense. It is about erasing white people. It's about hating white people. It's about destroying white culture. That is 100% what they're attempting to do here. And it's just so naked at this point. It's really shocking that this still exists. The reality is Sam Wilson is Captain America, and I'm tired of having to write this piece constantly. You don't have to do anything, Leishman. You're doing this for the agenda. You're doing this for the Disney Corporation. You're doing this for access. And we know what it is, because nobody wants this. The fact that the fans don't want this doesn't mean the fans are wrong. It means that Disney's wrong for forcing it upon fans. That's what's happening in everything. Across the board in all aspects of culture. We've just exposed it pretty good this year with the Sweet Baby Inc. thing going on, and how these consulting firms get into these companies, push the DEI, destroy everything you love. And that has happened in comics, it's happened in movies, it's happened in video games, it's happened in gaming, tabletop gaming. Everything across the board has this agenda to it. And just because the agenda is there doesn't mean we did something by not wanting that agenda foisted upon us. Jeez. Ugh, this is getting my blood boiling. It really is. It's hard to read a Mary Sue article, guys. It really is so hard. It feels like at any given moment, it feels like those of us who know the comics and know Sam Wilson is and has been Captain America, he's the Falcon, are ready to defend Sam Wilkinson's right for the shield. Right? This is not a real character. They love to do this too. They go, it's not a big deal. These aren't even real characters. But you point that out like, well, why can't we turn it back? Why can't it go back to Steve Rogers being Captain America? Why can't we have a white Spider-Man movie anymore? What would be wrong with that? Well, then you're racist. You're a bigot. No matter what, the bar is replace the white person in everything, and you have to do this. You have to comply with the agenda. Otherwise, you're a bad person. Very, very weird, and that is in fact a very, very racist thing that Miss Leishman here is trying to propose. She's racist against you, is what it is. Because shouldn't you have doesn't representation matter? Doesn't your representation matter? I guess not. I guess not here. Gosh, it's about who you are. And in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Sam was the obvious choice to be Captain America that their world needed. Winter Soldier still was, to be honest, because it came from the movies, and they changed things. It didn't give much time with Sam as Cap because a lot of the series was him coming to terms with what the title means and dealing with racism. So, gosh, it's going to be glorious. And here's where you go, oh, gosh, this is full Disney simp shill article. And that's what they're trying to do. Oh, God, it's painful. I can't believe they published this crap. There are legitimate reasons why people have an issue with Brave New World, Sabra being a big part of it. But those concerns are being drowned out by the fact these trolls want to be racist about Anthony Mackie Sam now being our Captain America. Have you noticed, like, this entire article, she didn't even say anything? She didn't make any points. She just said, you racist bigot, over and over and over again. And then tried to sneak, like, I think 300-400 words out of it in order to, like, hit that Google algorithm. That's all this is about. And then the shill for Disney saying it's glorious. What good do they think they're doing by replying Falcon every time someone rightfully calls Sam by his new title? I think I'm going to go on Twitter and I'm going to reply Falcon to whatever tweet she made about this. All you're doing is being racist and gross and looking like a crybaby because your favorite take on the title. Sam Wilson is Captain America, and if you're still mad, this is your damage. So she said the same thing over and over and over again in different cringy ways. And I guess the reply is you're just bad and not welcome in this diverse and inclusive world, which is not diverse and inclusive. It's all one way. It all looks the same 100% of the time. It's all about replacements, and it's all about the people like Leishman trying to gaslight you over this over and over and over again on behalf of the mainstream media. Very, very weird stuff. I mean, and the projection's crazy too. Like, I want to talk about crybaby. What about this article is like is pure crybaby. I don't even want to write this anymore. I mean, this is 100% crybaby. But geez, absolutely sad stuff to look at. Marvel Cinematic Universe is pretty much dead at this point. Nobody wants to see this type of movie, and for good reasons. And you should read Flying Sparks instead of going to the theater. You will absolutely love this series, and it's good classic superhero fare like you used to. Hope you'll check it out. That link's in the description below, along with my other books and my Subscribe Star if you want to subscribe and help us out here as our real journalism is taking off. Appreciate you guys for being there. Leave a comment down below with what you think. Do you like Sam Wilson as Captain America? Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.